good morning. I hope you're having a good Monday so far. My name's Julian. I'll be taking us through a 55-minute routine. You're in mixed level yoga right now, so we'll be getting some harder stretches in, as well as some recovery and easier stretches just to take us through. For the first 10 minutes or so, we're going to be on the floor and we're going to do some seated stretches. After that, we'll get up and move on to our hands and knees, and we'll do about 20 minutes or so doing stretches from our hands and knees. And for the last 20 minutes, we'll be going through recovery, doing some standard stretches, also some recovery stretches on the floor as well. And then I'll take you through a little guided meditation at the end. Again, I hope you're doing safe and well during this time, and without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to start with a little 3-minute meditation. So once you're ready, you find your way up to a seat, making sure your back is nice and straight. Try to think of peeling your head towards, or just lifting your head towards the sky, and peeling your shoulder blades back. Your eyes can stay open or closed. Your hands can be out to the side or on your knees, letting your shoulders relax and come back down. Start to become aware of your breath. Every inhale, feeling air go through your nostrils. Every exhale, letting it out through the nose or mouth. It's up to you. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale to let it go. Start to follow your own breath. At the end of your next exhale, just give your head a few circles in either direction, a few neck rolls. And take it the opposite way. Start to come back to neutral when you're ready. Once you come back here, we're going to release our right fingertips over towards the ground. Make sure they're touching the ground. Your left arm's going to come up and overhead to grab the opposite side of your head. Take a big inhale here. On your exhale, slowly start to bring your head over to the left side. The farther you reach your fingertips away from the side of your body, the more you'll feel a stretch in your neck. Inhale to release, and exhale to switch sides. The eyes can still be opened or closed. Up to you. Staying with the rhythm of your breath. Come back to neutral, dropping your arms. Both hands are coming behind you. Fingers are pointed towards you. On your inhale, push through the hips towards the sky. Peel the head back on your exhale. Next exhale is going to help you come back. Releasing your hands off to the side, give yourself a little shake. Once you're ready, inhale the arms up, overhead. On your exhale, you're going to take your left arm, bringing it over towards the right knee, placing your hand against the knee. First inhale is going to bring yourself to twist. If this is enough for you, stay right here. If you need to take it further, take a big inhale, lifting through the top of your head, nice straight back. On your exhale, take your gaze behind your back shoulder. last big exhale. Use a gentle inhale to untwist, take a little shake. When you're ready, arms are coming back up. Exhale to the opposite side, twisting. Finding your own progression. Starting to take into account both sides. Just be aware of which side is going to be more tighter this morning. Next, exhale to bring the gaze behind your back shoulder. Exhale to unhinge. Once you're here, just make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. By the way, I'm sitting on a block. If you do need extra support for your back, don't be afraid to sit on a pillow or just some sort of cushion. It'll help keep your back nice and straight. From here, just take our arms up one last time. Exhale is going to bring our left forearm towards the ground, opposite arm by the ear. If you're open enough, you could drop on the forearm. If this is too much, prop yourself up onto your fingertips. Inhale with some momentum and exhale to switch sides. And inhale to come up. Arms can come off to the side. Once you're here, take your right foot 4 inches away from your left folded leg. Inhale is going to send up the arms, and exhale, leading with the chest, taking yourself all the way down. Your hands can be framed by your foot, or you can cusp your foot. Take an inhale to relax the shoulders if you can, straightening the back. It's okay if your head is lifted. Gentle inhale to rise. Go ahead and send your right leg 45 degrees off to the right side. The sole of your left foot is pushed into the inside of your right thigh. Start to flex your right foot so that your toes are almost pointed towards your forehead. Arms come up on an inhale. Exhale to start sending yourself over to the right side. Your left arm can be by your ear for more of a side body stretch. If you would like more of a right leg stretch, just place both of your hands and frame the leg. For anyone who needs to take it further, your first progression is to take your block, set it to the outside sole of the right foot. Take it farther by reaching for the block. If you have tight hamstrings, tight hips, don't be afraid to use a strap or a big t-shirt or maybe a stretchy scarf. Just put it around the ball of your foot. Make sure your back is nice and straight. Take a big inhale, peeling the shoulders back, and exhale just to guide yourself with the chest. Just be aware that you don't have to be hunching your shoulders all the way over to feel such a stretch. It's better to keep your back nice and straight, shoulders are relaxed, and you will get that same stretch. And on our next inhale, we will come all the way up, setting your strap off to the side if you got it. Stay where you are right now, cartwheeling the left arm up and overhead, planting your left hand. On your inhale, you're going to want to push through your left knee, pushing the hips up towards the sky, taking a back bend. Your right arm can go in a little circle. Reaching with the right fingertips, exhaling yourself back down. Refolding the right leg, left foot comes out, getting ready to switch sides. Propping yourself up if you need to. Arms come out, overhead. Exhale to guide yourself through. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Binding at the left foot. The closer your foot is to your right folded leg, the more you're going to feel this in your hip flexor. And the farther your foot away is from the leg, the more you're going to feel it in your lower back. These subtle changes will make the stretch just a little bit different. Inhale to rise when you're ready. Exhale sends out the left leg, 45. Finding your way through. Eventually arms will come up. Exhaling to the opposite side. Same options, arm by the ear, framing the leg. If you don't want to use a strap and want to try to reach for your foot but can't get there, just keep a little micro bend in your left knee and make it a little bit easier to get over towards the toes. Or same option, use a strap. Exhales. And using your next inhale to come up. Setting anything off to the side. Right arm cartwheels up and around. Inhale pushes the right knee in towards the ground. Push the hips up. Take your back bend. Take a little circle. And your last exhale, reaching all the way back. And exhale to come down. Before we move to hands and knees, just coming to a cross-legged seat really quick. Sitting up on your block if you have it. Just coming back to your breath for a second. If you'd like, close your eyes. Take a big exhale, big clearing exhale. Shaking anything out. End of your next exhale, take your hands, send them towards your temples, and just gently give your forehead a little rub towards the brows, relaxing some of the muscles in your face. Working your way down towards the side of the face, towards the cheek, towards the jaw. A little bit behind the ears, towards the base of the skull. An option to stay in any area that feels extra good for you. Everyone's going to be feeling a little bit different this morning. Squeeze the left trap. Squeeze the shoulders, triceps, everything, bicep. Forearms. Switch sides, giving your right trap a little squeeze. It's amazing what a little massage can do for yourself. Move down to the triceps, bicep. Last but not least, forearms. Give the wrist a few circles, opposite way, and you can open your eyes. We're going to be moving to tabletop, so you can just swing your legs off to the side, and we'll be coming to hands and knees. Any props you can just set off to the side for now. Once you get here, make sure your knees are beneath your hips and your hands are beneath your shoulders, nice and parallel. Inhale is going to let us curl our toes, coming onto your toes. Gaze comes forward, your lower belly drops. On your exhale, exhale, use the top parts, flat parts of your feet, arching at the back, and relaxing your neck and shoulders. Inhale to take you through. Exhale to release. Inhale to come through. Exhale to come down. Take 2 more inhales at your own pace. Last one to come through. At the end of your exhale, you can come up onto your fingertips, giving the wrist stretch. And coming back down. Once you get here, flip your hands so that your fingers are pointed towards you. Just give your wrists a quick stretch before we use them. Quickly flip them. Back of the hands, fingers are still pointed towards you. Walking out the hands. Flipping them back when you're done. Once you're here, you can sit back onto your heels. Make sure your knees are close together and your heels are about 2 inches apart from one another. Look for your big t-shirt or something stretchy for yourself. Send it out in front of you. The length of your hands is going to determine how much of a stretch you get from this. The closer your hands are, the more intense it's going to be. On your inhale, you can send it all the way up. As you exhale, start to pull your strap or your shirt apart from one another, feeling the stretch that it's creating in your back. Pulling it all the way through on your exhale. Make sure it's coming all the way through. Inhale to rise. On your exhale, releasing your back, folding. Relaxing the shoulders, taking it all the way through. Inhale to rise, straighten the back. Exhale to take it all the way through. Inhale to rise. At neutral, you could stop here. And on your exhale, you're going to start to lean over towards the left side. Your left hand doesn't have to come down to touch the ground. Inhale to come back to neutral. Exhale to switch sides. Straps coming off to the right side. And inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, bending the back, taking it all the way through, and setting your strap off to the side. Coming back to tabletop. Once you get here, you can release your hands off your mat, about an inch off your mat. On your inhale, you're going to bend through the knees, sending yourself all the way forward, shifting your weight. Send your gaze up. On your exhale, you're going to widen the knees, connect your big toes, bring the hips all the way back and down to child's pose. Make sure your forehead comes all the way down to touch. Inhale to shift the weight forward, bringing it through. Send your gaze up. Exhale to release, coming back to child's pose. One more time, all the way through. Inhale to rise, shifting the weight. Take a little bend in the elbows this time, if it feels good for your low back. Inhale to come up. Exhale back to child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left or right side, whichever feels good. And to the opposite side, making sure your forehead's going all the way back down. Rise, coming up all the way. Resetting your foundation, hands and knees. Once you get here, we're going to kickstand out our right foot 45 degrees off our mat. Your left leg is going to come back so that your left foot is parallel towards the left side wall over there. Right hand is right beneath the right shoulder. Inhale sends up the left arm. On your exhale, just bring the left arm by the ear, side body stretch. Reaching with the fingertips towards the front. On your inhale, you're gonna push with your right hand to lift off. Right arm curls overhead, taking a little back bend. Inhale, guide yourself through, planting right hand, left arm comes by the ear, side body stretch. And big inhale to lift off. Inhale, guide you through. On your exhale, plant the hand, send up the left arm, and lift up the left leg. This feels good for you, just hold your balance here. If you'd like to take the bind, bend at the left knee. Look for your left foot. Once you catch your foot, just peel the shoulders, peel the chest a little bit towards the sky. And look for your little still spot. Exhale to release the left foot, sending it all the way down. Left arm comes by the ear. Bring everything back towards the center. Take a little shake out with the hips. Before we switch sides, release your hands off your mat. Make sure your knees are right beneath your hips. On your exhale, just send your chest down. Keeping the hips nice and up. Make sure you stay engaged with your arms. If this isn't enough for you, instead of being on your forehead, lift up your head. Try to balance on your chin. Take about 3 more breaths. Gently start to invite some movement. Take an inhale to start bringing it back in. Coming back to tabletop. Once we're here, left foot extends out 45 degrees. Right leg comes back so that your right foot back here parallel towards the right side wall. Left hand's beneath the left shoulder. Inhale to send up the right arm. Exhale just to take it by the ear, side body stretch. On your inhale, pushing off, finding your back bend. Inhale to guide yourself through. Exhale to reach. Take a circle if you want it. Inhale, lift off. Inhale, cartwheels the arm back around. Sending up right leg when you're ready. Option to stay here or to take your bind, bending at the knee, grabbing your foot. Next exhale to let it go, letting the right leg come back straight, setting it all down, bringing it back to neutral, giving your hips a little circle or two. Alright, coming back to tabletop when you're ready. Last tabletop stretch for us. On your inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, you're going to bring your right arm through the window you just created on the left side, threading the needle through. Here, you're going to drop onto the right side of your face and on your right shoulder. It's going to act as your cushion. Once you feel comfortable here, there's no tension in the neck. Option for your left arm is to keep it extended by your face. Feel good in the delts if you need a stretch there. Or if you would like, take your left arm up and behind you for a twist. First progression is going to be to bring back your left leg so that you're on your toes and that the left leg's extended. If this feels good for you, you can try to take your balance by inhaling your leg up. Just playing with this for a few breaths. It's okay if you fall over. Better that you try. If it feels good just to leave the leg down too, feel free. Last exhale here, we're gonna twist. Start to bring your left hand by your face. Take a big inhale to help you up. Give a little shake out. Set your foundation and switch sides. Inhale, sends up left arm. Exhale to bring it through. Same option for the arm. Extend it or up and behind you for your twist. Last 2 breaths. Right hand come on by your face. Big inhale to help you up. Take a little stretch out. When you're ready, hands are releasing about 2 inches away from the shoulders. Curl the toes, and on your exhale, lift the hips back and up. Let's come back to down dog. Let's just start with a few pedals. Draw one foot behind the other, see if you can bring the heel down. Quickly switch. And just pedal both feet out. A good way to know if your down dog is long enough is see if you can shift yourself right into plank. Inhale to plank. Exhale to release the hips back and down. Down dog. One more time. Inhale to plank. Keep everything nice and tight. Exhale, bring it back. From here, you're going to walk or step your hands towards the front, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale halfway to bring your hands towards your shins, creating a nice flat back. On your exhale, hinge from the hips, fold. Little bend in the knees. Inhale sends the arms out towards the side. Arms come up all the way. Connect the hands, take a little back hinge. On your exhale, fold, hinging from the hips. Planting your hands to step back to plank. Nice flat back. Inhale to shift the weight onto your tippy toes. Exhale to come down and stay engaged like a push-up. On your inhale, use the top parts of your feet to help you push up. Exhale to curl the toes. Back to down dog. Let's take it through one more time, a little bit faster. Inhale to hop or step up. Inhale halfway, exhale release, fold. Inhale, arms out to the sides, send them all the way up. Exhale to take your back bend and fold. Hands plant, step back. Chaturanga to the tippy toes, stay engaged. Inhale to push yourself back. Curl the toes, down dog. Take a little pedal. If you have your block, you could send it right beneath you, staying in down dog. What we're going to do from here is we're going to widen our feet to the width of our mat. Walk your hands in 2 steps so that your heels are on the ground. And if it's easier, you can always use a block, but I'm going to use the ground. Opposite hand to opposite ankle. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to twist to the left side. Exhale to switch. Your hand can be on that block or on the ground. Releasing the hands back. Moving the feet back to down dog. Take a pedal. Inhale, sends up the right leg. Bend at the knee. Exhale to step it through. Keep your left toes planted into the ground. The left heel is up. Making sure you draw your right ankle right beneath the right knee. Inhale, send up the arms. Inhale to straighten through the right leg. And exhale to lunge. Your arms can stay up or you can come to prayer. Inhale to rise, last time. Exhale to lunge. Coming down as far as you'd like. On your inhale, coming back up. Releasing your back heel so that it's on the ground. Your left toes are trying to point towards the left front corner of your mat, about 45 degrees. Right leg is straight. Arms come out to a T. On your exhale, guide yourself with your right forearm, sending it down towards your right ankle, inside part of your foot. If you're having trouble keeping your right leg straight, send a block to the inside of your right foot. Just right here. Next, exhale to switch. Send down your left hand to meet your block with the ground. Inhale, sends up right arm. Counter stretch. Exhale to drop your arm. Take a big step up with your left foot to meet in a fold. Crossing your arms and just dangling. Once you get there, make sure your legs are hips width distance. Start to create a nice big bend in your left knee while keeping your right leg straight. If you'd like, take your block down towards the ground. Placing your left hand on your block or the ground. Inhale is going to send your right arm to open up out towards the right side. Next, exhale, start to bring your gaze up. Last breath here. Next, exhale, let it go. Take a little dangle at the arms. Your next inhale, send your arms out towards the side. Send them all the way up. Standing. And on your exhale, sitting back into your chair. Keeping the back flat. Little bend in the knees. Hands can be up high or at prayer. Try to keep the abs, the navel tucked, a little bit tight. Relaxing the tailbone. Inhale is going to send you all the way up. Exhale to fold, forward fold and bend. Take a little dangle at the arms. This time, opposite leg's going to start to straighten. I think it's our right side. Or actually, we're taking a bend through the knee in our right side. Right hand comes down, left arm out to the side. Inhale, take it up. Exhale to send the gaze up towards the left fingertips. And a gentle exhale to let it go. You can send both of your hands down to meet. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale forward, taking yourself through chaturanga. Exhale to come down. Use the tops of your feet to hold you back. And exhale to curl the toes back to down dog. Left leg comes up when you're ready. Big bend at the knee. Exhale brings the foot through. This time we're propped up on our right toes, heel is up, left ankle right below the left knee. Inhale, sends up the arms. Hands can be up high or at prayer. Inhale to straighten through the left leg. Exhale to lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale to take it through. Inhale to straighten, dropping your back heel. Right toes pointing towards the front right. Leg is straight. Arms come out to a T, guiding yourself with your left side. Sending the left hand to the inside of the left foot. And exhale, switch. Exhale to let it go. Take a big step up with your right foot to meet the left. Swing to a forward fold. Take a little bend. On your exhale, coming up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way to standing. Take a little shake out. When you're ready, you're going to need a block or something you can put your hand onto. We're going to send it to the left-hand corner of our mat. Start to make your way all the way up towards the front. From here, you're going to shift your weight onto your right side, bringing up your left leg. Your left foot can come to your calf. It could stay on the ground and be connected to your ankle. Or if you'd like, you could bring the sole of the foot up towards the hip, the inside of the right hip. So from here, find wherever you want to go. I'm going to bring the sole of the foot to the calf. I'm going to start to bring the left knee splayed out towards the left side. Once you find your stability, look for a still spot, either on the floor or on the wall maybe. Hands are at prayer. Inhale is going to kick up your left knee towards the front of the room, towards your chest. On your exhale, you're going to extend the left leg all the way back, nice and straight, finding your balance. Your hands can be at prayer, or you can extend them out and keep mine at prayer. If this is not enough for you, look for your block that you got. You got your block on your left side. Left hand comes down to your block. Inhale to open up with the right side. And let's just play with this for 5 to 7 breaths. Take a break if you need to. If you fall over, just give it one more try. Remember to take it slow. I'll give you one more walkthrough. Bring the sole of your foot to your calf, to the inside of your hip, whatever feels best. Kicking up the knee, finding your still spot as you extend the left leg back. And down to the block if you want. Once you're good, take an exhale, releasing your bind if you got it. Take a little fold, swing back and forth. Inhale to rise, vertebra by vertebra. Feeling any pops. I'll show you from this angle now. Take your block, it's going to be to the right side this time. Right hand corner of your mat. Start to shift some weight into your left leg. Right foot comes up towards the calf or towards the inside of the left hip. Splay the right out towards the right side. Hands to prayer. Once you've caught your balance, inhale kicks up the right knee. Exhale to send it back. Nice and straight. Finding your balance. Same option for the bind, except it's just going to be using your right hand this time. Exhale to release. Give a dangle. Try it one more time. Remember coming to tree first, finding your balance, and then extending the leg. Just gotta let it go. You could set any props off to the side. Coming back to standing. Send your arms overhead, reaching all the way up. Exhale to swan dive, folding, planting your hands to step back. Taking yourself all the way through, chaturanga. Inhale to come forward. Pushing up. And exhale to curl the toes, coming back. Down dog. Your next inhale, take up your left leg, bending at the knee. Exhale, drives the left leg forward and all the way through. Your knee's going to be splaying off to the left side, and you're going to tiptoe your right leg all the way back, extended, and so that it's straight right behind you. For some people, this is going to feel good enough. If you need a little bit of extra support for your block, send it underneath your left hip. Quickly prop up to your fingertips. On your exhale, planting your palms, folding to however low feels good for you. Extending the arms will bring you farther. Gonna stay here for a little bit extra longer. Staying with your breath if it feels good for you. If you need to take it further and you're flexible enough, you can kick out your left leg and try to go for your split. If pigeon isn't doing enough for your hip, you can always prop yourself up onto your fingertips, bending through your right leg to prop up and reaching back with your right arm to find your bind. About 30 more seconds for our left hip flexor. Start to bring yourself up to your fingertips or just to where you're propped up. Bending through your right knee will help lift up the leg, curling the toes. On your exhale, just bring your left leg back to meet in tabletop. Take a quick stretch out. Feel the difference in the hips. Before we switch sides, we're just going to do a different hip flexor stretch. I'm going to get deep into the hips this morning. From where you're at, go ahead and take a little seat up. Look for both ends of your mat, both sides, and you're going to fold it in. From extended, fold it in so that you create extra cushion on both sides. Your block can be about 6 inches in front of you. From here, you're gonna place the sides of your feet, not the top parts, sides, and your knee on that cushion you just created. Your legs are gonna be spread out nice and far apart, and it's gonna really work the hips. For some guys, especially, this is gonna be enough right here for the hips. If you wanna start to take it down further, hands first, little bend in the elbows. This is too easy. Forearms next. And making sure you're on the sides of your feet. Take about 10 more breaths here. Take about 4 more breaths. A few more breaths with hip flexors. Starting to feel it by now. Start to invite a little bit of movement back into the hips. Just to say good morning. Starting to find your way all the way back up. Knees can scoot towards each other. Quick little shake out. Give the hips a circle. It'll feel good. Once you come back up, just re-extend your mat, both sides. And find your way back to tabletop. Take a circle. Curl the toes back and up, lifting the hips back and down. Last down dog with the practice. Take a pedal. Opposite leg comes up. Think it's going to be our right side. Bend at the knee. Exhale to drive the leg all the way forward. Splaying out the right knee towards the right side. And drawing the left leg back straight behind you. Quick little prop up. Exhale to bend at the forearms. Taking it down. I know my right side is more tighter than my left, so I'm definitely going to be using a block for this side. Make sure your arms are staying parallel so that your back is nice and flat and so that your shoulders are relaxed. If that feels good for you, you can just release your arms towards the front. Take about 5 more breaths for the right side. breath if you want it there. Start to prop yourself all the way up. Lifting through your left knee will bring the left leg up. Right leg comes back to tabletop. Actually, instead of going to tabletop, let's just sit off onto the hip, onto the right hip. Swing the legs towards the front of the room. Legs are nice and extended. Send out the arms. On your exhale, just sending yourself all the way back to lay down. Letting your back come down. Extending your arms overhead. Reaching with your fingers. Pointing to the front of your room with your toes. Full body stretch. Good morning stretch. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and start to tug the left arm towards the right side. Side body stretch. Switch. Exhale, let it go. You can draw both knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a little hug, rocking back and forth. You can use this last minute or two, just take any last minute postures you want to do before we fall into a little meditation. You can take happy baby if you would like. Maybe take a little shoulder stand. Whatever feels good for you. Just before you come to rest and find some stillness. Option to sit up, of course, if you like to sit while you meditate. Today, I'm going to be crossing both legs, connecting or binding at the feet, and letting both knees just open out to the side. Hands can rest on your belly or out to the side. And start to become aware of your breath yet again. Take these last 2 minutes or so just to take a step inwards. Seeing if we can clear any last minute tension in the body. Start to let the eyes get heavy. Following the natural rhythm of your breathing. And maybe starting to cultivate a little sense of gratitude. For the sun, for your family. Binded, you can start to release the legs towards the front of the room, letting everything go nice and extended. You can start to invite little movements back into your hands and feet just by wiggling the toes and the fingers. Your next inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, rocking side to side. On your exhale, pick your favorite side, come to feet up position. Releasing your arm up above head, use your bicep as a pillow. And take your last 3 clearing breaths, big breaths. Your exhales, letting anything you got left, just letting it go. Your next exhale, you can draw your right hand by your face. Nice inhale to help you push up. Coming up all the way. Finding yourself to a seat. Nice cross-legged seat when you're ready. Taking our last clearing exhale together. Big exhale, let it go. Gently open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining me yet again. If you did, I hope you're cherishing your health and well-being more than ever right now, and I hope you're keeping those around you safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.